Here's my circle. In the middle is the center. The distance from the center to an edge is called the radius. And we abbreviate that with a little r. Now, full length from end to end going through the center. I'm going to have to draw a little arrow here. This is called the diameter. Lowercase d. Okay, so from one end to another going through the center is called the diameter. So notice the relationship between the diameter and the radius. The diameter would be twice the radius. It's two radiuses. Okay, so perimeter of a circle. For some reason, somebody wanted to have a special name for this. Circumference. Circumference. And so we'll abbreviate this with a capital C. Circumference, perimeter, same thing, the distance around. So the equation for circumference, well, there's actually two versions. 2 pi r or pi times diameter. Because notice diameter is twice the radius, right? So instead of a diameter in the equation, you could have a 2r in the equation. And we put the pi in the middle just to make it look nicer. 2 times pi times r. Now I'm using this pi. Pi is a number. It's about 3.14. It's actually what it is. It's the relationship. We look off of this equation. Oops. Pi. It is the circumference divided by the diameter. If you take any circle, you know, maybe take a piece of string, put it around a circle, pull it straight, measure it. So the distance around, if you take that and divide by the diameter, it's always going to come out to 3.14. 159, keeps on going. Okay, so it's kind of interesting. You would always get that if you did the ratio of circumference to a diameter. Okay, so you don't really need to know this, but just a little interesting tidbit about geometry. So that's circumference. Area is pi times r squared. Now remember, order of operations, you have to do your exponents before multiplying. So let's say we have a circle with a diameter of 7 centimeters. So, to get my circumference, since I've given diameter, I'm going to plug it into that formula. Pi times 7 centimeters. Okay. Now, in your calculator, you should have a pi button. So you could do that, hit pi, then hit times 7, enter. Or you can approximate with 3.14. Either way, you should come pretty close to 21.99 centimeters, almost 22. 21.99 centimeters. So, and that sounds about right, the distance around if the diameter was 7. Now area, pi times r squared. I don't know my r, so I have to figure that out. Well, if the diameter is 7, radius is 2 of the diameters, right? So if we want to find the radius, we're going to have to cut that in half. It's going to be 3.5. 3.5 centimeters squared. So notice I'm squaring 3.5, but I'm also squaring my unit to get my square unit. So first do 3.5 squared, then times pi. You should be getting 38.48 centimeters squared.